Good evening. I'd like to say a thank you for letting me have this amazing experience. RYLA is the Rotary Youth Leadership Award. It helps with team building and working together as a team, also help build confidence. My week was to be the inspiration. It helped me build my confidence in many ways, make new friends who we all still keep in touch, and develop leadership skills in many different ways. The journey there, we travelled to Abernethy, Courtney. There were 3 different buses. There were only 4 people on my bus, so it was really quiet compared to the other buses, because when we all got there, all the other girls were talking and having a laugh because they were singing while they were coming up. And then after that we got split into 4 smaller groups. Our group was Breezy's Sweetheart. We chose this name as our mentor was Brenda, and we just wanted to be sweethearts. I feel like we worked well together in every activity we done. We got to know each other well pretty fast, and we all made sure everyone was included with each activity we done, even if we didn't want to. One of the activities we done was raft building. This was our first big group activity, and me and Bethany had to go and learn how to tie the knots to then teach to the other girls. We were at a disadvantage though, as one of the barrels we used were squished. So we had to try and work around that and make sure it worked. We were pretty confident until we lifted it and the barrel started sliding. But we tried anyway, and after we started going into the water we didn't get very far, and then it just fell apart. So we all ended up in the water, and then we just went back in after just to have a swim. Another activity we done was high ropes. This was really difficult for me personally, as I developed a fear of heights while doing this. We first done the pizza box. We got to the top. We all did get to the top, and then as we tried to do the star, it just didn't work. Brenda was up both times with all the girls, made sure everybody was going for it. We then done the Jacob's ladder, which took a lot of energy and strength because the rungs were so far apart. I only got to the 3rd one, and the other girls tried to get higher, but we didn't reach the top. And the 3rd one was the trapeze. This one we were really scared to do because the trapeze was so far away from the box. We all tried it in the end. Some of us didn't jump for the trapeze, and some of us missed it, but we all tried anyway. Another activity we done was canoeing. During the practice, one of the canoes capsized, so we had to work together to get the boat back over and get the 2 people back in the boat. For the full day canoeing trip, we swapped partners as they had capsized, just to hopefully limit that they would fall in. This was different, as we weren't used to doing a full day activity. We just used to half days, so we had to make her lunch and take her lunch with us and ensure it didn't get wet when we were out. Another activity was hill walking. This was another full day activity, and the mountain was Ben Laura's. We were going pretty fast to begin with, and I was struggling to keep up, so we swapped the order we went, and made sure we could all go at the same pace. However, this was my last day. I took ill at the top, so I had to be airlifted. So first of all, we went to the car park of the mountain, but I ended up going from there to a hospital in Dundee.
By helicopter?
Yes. It was really scary as I was scared of heights. I was allowed to go home from there. I wasn't allowed to return as it was so remote. Understood. The girls left lovely messages in my suitcase when they packed it for me. For each activity we done a dance. So for this day, they had chosen to do a helicopter. So they put all the dance together and taught the other girls it. They also made up a song for one of our activities, and they made sure everything we'd done was included, and it was lovely. Overall, it's helped me in many ways. It's helped improve my confidence, as before this I don't think I'd be able to stand up here at all and speak. It helped me make new friends because we all still keep in touch and we help each other with quite a few things, like if we're stuck on homework questions or if we just want for a chat, then we'll all speak. It's helped me see things in a new perspective, as I was very focused on one thing, but it's opened me up to see that there's more than just one thing. It's made me see that even if things seem scary, we should try them, because for the high ropes, not all of us wanted to go up, and even Brenda was scared. She still tried everything. She done every activity with us, and it's also helped me improve my leadership skills by letting me lead the group and having to organise the day. Any questions?
I said to you as you got on the bus, or before you got on the bus, I said, when you come back, I want you to tell me if you've changed. Well, we didn't get the opportunity, because obviously, but have you changed?
Yes.
I thought so. Very good.
And would you do it again?
Yes.
There you go.
Could you be a mentor, for example?
I would like to, yeah.
Because I was a mentor once. I lost a stone in weight.
Go again.
Twice.
And I did the pizza box, but when I went to jump for the, what do you call it, the trapeze, my hands couldn't take the weight. So as I went down, the three boys at the bottom holding the rope went up. Sorry, Adam.
So you didn't lose that much weight.
Any more questions for Kurt?
How old are you, Courtney?
50.
Brenda?
How did you feel jumping off the cliff? Remember when the guards walking and we were jumping off the cliff?
It was really scary, and it was quite high, but we all managed to do it. Even Ailey, who was afraid of like deep water, we all managed to do it and work as a team to make sure everybody done it.
Just how many times did you do it afterwards as well? It wasn't
Quite a
just
few.
it wasn't just the once.
Anybody, any questions? Right,
I didn't lose any weight. I gained weight.
Oh,
Because the food was,
that was pretty good.
Before we do the presentation,
Right, okay.
I'd like to ask David Stafford
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
to give a vote of thanks to these two young people.
Thanks, Dom.
And
No, I think we've all
Well
heard
done.
what a life-changing
Really
experience it's for both of them. I think they did remarkably well coming up here and speaking. I know it's terrible facing all this crowd, but you did very, very well. Thanks for sharing your experiences. Hopefully it'll stand you in good stead going forward. Hopefully you'll put back into it, but tell your friends at school how good it is. Part of the problem is getting people interested. But, you know, spread the word, and thanks very much again for excellent presentations. So if the rest of the club and the guests will join me, a hearty round of applause. There you go.
Well, could I ask the two RYLA competitors and their two mentors and yourself, Colin, to come up here and we'll present them with their certificates. Trying to kick my thing.
Tables. Careful, tables. Yeah, I just move it. For that again.
Do you want me to turn this off, Rob?
Yeah, good
Do
idea.
you want me to turn this off?
Yeah.
Press it twice.
That's for you. And that goes to you. You just hold fast.
Yes.
What's your head?
Almost a clear round.
Can I just? Not really.
Tripod Rob will come.
Oh, I need to be further away. I'll tell you what.
Multitasking.
Right. Let me shoot that way up. Oh. I'm trying to get out of your way. Just bear with me. Thank you very much.
It gives me great pleasure indeed to award this certificate. I think you've done remarkably well, and I think you're a credit to the whole system. You really are just as a first-class example. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very much for taking part, and thank you for coming back to the school too. And it's given me a pleasure to award the certificate on behalf of the Rotary Club of Eastwood.
Thank you.
Sean, you really came over with confidence, and obviously you got quite a lot out. You got a lot out of this, and you certainly presented a good presentation back to the club. And I thank you for taking part and for coming back and speaking to us. And it gives me an equally great pleasure to award you this certificate here. Very courageous young people.
Brenda?
Well, it gives me great pleasure to present you with this as well, because we worked well as a team, didn't we? The two of us for a while, and you worked really well in the team, and you worked well all the way through all the different things you done the tasks at night and during the day and whatever. Very well done.
I'm not one for the big speeches at this point here either. I was a bit emotional here. But Sean first came up, introduction is the best I've ever heard. Can't repeat it along friends of the company, so apologies for that. But it's been a pleasure being your mentor in the camp, and that's for you as well.
That's it.